Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing in BI, and I just ran across this Milkomeda post about wrapped smart contracts, and I've been really interested in this thing, this concept, this idea that came from DC Spark, and a lot of people really don't know about it, including myself. Like, I'm aware, but I don't really know, like, what is this going to do for us? What is it going to do for the space, the blockchain space? What is it going to do for the blockchains that are involved intimately with it? Algorand and Cardano, and pretty much any EVM is what I believe. When it comes to EVM, we're talking about Ethereum virtual machine. So any blockchain that is compatible with Solidity. So I wanted to take a look at this posting from Milkomeda, which they posted not very long ago. I'll upload this video tomorrow. So let's blow it up a little bit. Let's take a look. Make it a bit bigger for you. We just began to audit our wrapped smart contracts. But what are they, and why are they innovative? Sorry. Wrapped smart contracts are a new concept in the world of blockchain technology. They are designed to make it easier for users to execute smart contracts on different parts of the blockchain without having to switch to a different network or use different wallets. Okay, I'm sold already. I like that idea. The tough part for me dealing with just all of this stuff, and when I say all of this stuff, I'm literally using like 2 blockchains. I'm using Cardano, I'm using Milkomeda, I'm using Ethereum, and I've got all these different wallets, and I'm flipping across, I'm using different computers, and this should make things a little bit easier for me. And if it is what I believe it is, I believe that this is going to go a long way for mainstream adoption. That's what I believe. So I think these innovations, the infrastructure that's being built by DC Spark is a game changer. It's really, in my mind, putting the pieces together, the missing pieces, the things that say, well, how is my mom going to be able to use this technology? Because at current state, I just don't see it really being possible without my hand holding for her. Like, she's not going to be able to do this on her own. Same thing with my dad. He's not going to be able to really do this on his own. They're going to need my help. They're going to need me to hand hold them. And I don't believe that blockchain really stands a chance of going mainstream until we get past that barrier and we're real with ourselves and really understand that that is a thing. This stuff is hard to understand for people that are not really interested in technology. And that's why a lot of people hate it, because they don't understand it. And if they wanted to, they don't know where to start. So I think these things, these tools that DC Spark, the creator of Milkomeda, are building, is going to lead to the next stage in blockchain mainstream ability. So let's keep going and see what we can learn. All right. Switch to a different network and use, well, for example, you can use an app written in Solidity from Algorand or Cardano L1s. In order to understand wrapped smart contracts, it's important to first understand what smart contracts are. Thank you for diving down here. Smart contracts are self-executing computer programs that automatically execute when certain conditions are met. So if you think about this, a smart contract is much like home automation. If you are familiar with smart home technology, smart light bulbs, garage door openers, things like that, a lot of that technology relies on essentially an execution of a set of instructions. So, for example, if the house detects my car after it leaving, open the garage door, turn on the living room light, and turn on the television in the living room. So that is a set of instructions. So like if this, then that. If you're familiar with home automation, Apple HomeKit, Alexa, Google, I think Google Home, they have things like that. So you can actually program, like if you use Apple HomeKit, you can program different things in your house with these things. Like this light behind me is a HomeKit thing. My thermostat is. I can set my thermostat up to do different things based on other things being executed. Now, in the blockchain world, literally the same thing, but it's on the blockchain. It's on chain. So if an on-chain event happens, or it could be off-chain, but if long as there's an oracle that can take that off-chain data and bring it on-chain, and it can be validated by the blockchain as an event that has occurred, you can then set the next stage. And that is what smart contracts are. They're just sets of instructions that execute based on other things. So let's keep going, diving a little bit deeper. Okay, so execute under certain conditions are met. They are a key feature of blockchain technology and are often used for things like financial transactions, digital identity verification, and supply chain management. So smart contracts is the next, so first we had the actual proof, the proof that you could create a decentralized currency that was a strictly programmed supply. That was Bitcoin. The next thing was the ability to take that concept of blockchain, distributed computing, and then do automations or contracts, smart contracts, things that execute on their own without you having to go, all right, if the New York Knicks win a basketball game that's scheduled on Saturday, what I want to be programmed is if there's an oracle that's telling the blockchain the score of that game, when the game is over, when there's the final score, it will look at the two teams. And if you say it's the Bulls and the Blazers, it will look at, for my Nintendo nerds out there, if you look at, or Sega, I think that was on Sega. It wasn't Nintendo, it was on Sega. If you look at the Bulls score, if the Bulls score is higher than the Blazers score at the final of the game, I want you to execute sending X amount of Bitcoin to this wallet. So you can set up that execution and put it on chain and walk away. And based on what happens on the blockchain, it will execute or not execute. And you can set it up, you can set it up that way. You can set up if the Bulls lose, then another wallet will then execute a transaction sending you value. So you can set up easily using smart contracts and oracles, a betting application. So you can do bets. So that's what smart contracts will enable you to do on blockchain. It's just basically just like home automation. The problem with smart contracts is that they are often specific to a particular blockchain network. So you're walled off. So it's just like a Windows application versus a Mac application. You can't get the two to work together without a lot of nonsense. So the problem is that the smart contracts are often specific to a particular blockchain network. This means that if you want to use a smart contract on a different network, you would need to switch over to that network and use a different wallet. This can be confusing and time consuming, especially for people who are not familiar with blockchain technology. Bingo. Wrapped smart contracts solve this problem by creating a wrapper around the original smart contract. This wrapper allows the smart contract to be used on different blockchain networks without the need for users to switch networks or wallets. Essentially, the wrapper acts as a bridge between the different networks, allowing smart contracts to be executed seamlessly across different networks. The way this works is that the original smart contract is wrapped in a new contract that is designed to work on a different network. This wrapped contract can then be executed on the new network without any changes to the original contract. This means that users can use the same contract on different networks without needing to make any modifications or learn how to use a new wallet. And that's beautiful. One of the key benefits of wrapped smart contracts is that they make it easier for developers to create cross-chain applications. This means that developers can create applications that work across multiple blockchain networks, making it easier for users to execute and use these applications. In conclusion, wrapped smart contracts are a new concept in the world of blockchain technology that make it easier for users to execute smart contracts across different networks without the need for switching networks or wallets. They are an important development in the blockchain space that will make it easier for developers to create cross-chain applications and for users to access and use these applications. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and assume that this stuff is not designed to be really used on Ethereum mainnet just because of the cost. I would imagine it would cost a lot of money if you were to take like a Cardano smart contract and wrap it and put it on Ethereum. Like it would cost like $20 to execute the thing. I'm imagining this is going to be like an L2 type of thing, or a blockchain that just is better scaled. Like, Cardano, Milkomeda, Cosmos, Kava, Algorand, things, Avalanche, things like that, Solana. Imagine being able to take one wallet, whether it be like MetaMask or Flint or Giro or Eternal, and then execute a smart contract on that wallet from Cardano mainnet that would execute something that you wanted to do on Solana. And you never have to change wallets. It just wraps it up, sends it to Solana, does its thing, and then comes back to you on Cardano with whatever assets or transaction that you wanted to execute over there. That's pretty cool. So the big thing for me though is going to be security. How does that work? How do you protect it? How do you keep it secure? How do you keep people from losing their value? So that's going to be what remains to be seen. But I love the idea. I'm glad that they're finished they're about to get into the audit stages, and I can't wait for this to kind of go live and see how it works and test it myself. So I just wanted to bring this to you guys as far as like what's being developed by these companies, these blockchain companies, and what I'm really bullish on. And I'm bullish on that. And I think it could help a lot of projects like Indigo or Paribus, especially a Paribus, an EVM platform, being able to use, smart contracts to send stuff to Cardano or send stuff to Milkomeda. The possibilities are endless. So very excited about this. And I can't wait for them to talk about this more and give us more information about how it works from a really detailed perspective. So thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure you hit that like. Also, let me know what you think about smart contracts. Did you know about this? Do you think this is cool? Would you use something like this, or do you think it will better the blockchain space overall? And this is probably not going to be for the maxis, because this is something that kind of unifies blockchains. And I'm not a Cardano maxi. I'll use whatever works for me. I'm looking to execute trades. I'm looking to use protocols in a cheap and scalable way. I'm down to use whatever is going to allow me to do that. So hit that like, hit the share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.